Sagittarius, welcome to your tarot card reading today. Let's talk about you, Sag, and let's just do an energy check-in today. Let's see what's up with the Sagittarius collective. Let's see what's going on, what's going down, how it's going to play out. Well, we're starting with a little orphaned energy here. Comes into a higher power energy here. And we got to clean it up, cut it out. All right, we have 3, 4, 5, but it's going backwards. We're going 5, and then look at this. Serendipity. Well, let's find out what's going on here. Because serendipity is card number 9, right? Something's coming to an end. 4 plus 5 is 9. Something coming to an end. Could be feeling left out, could be neglected, could feel lonely, feel misunderstood. There is something of value that has happened with this negative energy, and there's something positive coming through. So what's this energy? What's going on? What we talk? Oh, we start this reading with the Magician in reverse. There's the 9 of Wands with the 6 of Cups. Let me tell you, I might have my camera zoomed in too much because the cards are going to fit on the table. All right, what do we got? The 5 of Wands is in reverse, Sag. The 5 of Wands is in. There's the Chariot. There's the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Cancer energy, a Gemini energy. On the bottom, well, what's up? This little peacock here. It's not a, could be moving forward, moving on. Sagittarius could be moving. It's a very strong independent energy here moving forward. With that 6 of Swords, it could be kind of learning to depend on yourself, but we're going to find out. The Magician's in reverse. Why? Why is this Magician in reverse? Put the cards over here so they don't fly off the table. All right, what's this? Judgment, Strength, and the Hermit. What's that? This is a lot of passion going back and forth on something, but you're uncertain, you're being honest here. Well, I feel like with the Magician and the King of Pentacles, it's one of two things. Somebody was manipulating you, or if you're presenting as the King of Pentacles, we'll find out there's an element where you might have been kind of not being honest with yourself about something. There's an element of a decision to make here with the Strength and the Justice, the Strength and the Judgment, having to make a choice, and not really liking your options. What's the King of Pentacles first? Is that Sag? Is that someone else? Can I understand the King of Pentacles? For some reason, I feel like it's you. I do not know why. I do not know why. Oh, hello. There he's back again. Page of Swords. No. You feel manipulated by someone else, Sag. Okay. So the King of Pentacles is someone else. So you're starting and coming into this reading feeling manipulated, feeling let down, feeling lied to. You're learning. This is my past energy, so it's not coming towards you. It's what you're coming in with. But you've really felt like in order to get what it is that you want, you need to turn your back on someone that I feel like you might have trusted. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it's definitely a friend. It's definitely someone that you're realizing you can't really depend on them. If it's a relationship, you're going to be letting go of that. It's better off single. For many of you, I just feel like it's a friend or a family member who's just let you down. And like, I just feel like they're manipulating you, or you feel manipulated or taken for granted. So your guard's up here, Sag, with this 9 of Wands. Walls up, guards up, and you're looking at the 6 of Cups. So what's the 9 of Wands energy? What's the 9 of Wands energy here for Sag? Well, you're definitely... Well, there's this person again. Moving on. You might have been stuck or surprised. You know, if there's definitely a strong betrayal from someone you trusted, and the message here and the energy here is you're moving on. You're letting that go, and you're moving forward. But you know, you've moved forward with forgiveness, but you haven't forgotten, right? So there's an element where you've forgiven, but you haven't forgotten. So then we have the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Wands here in your presence energy. What's the 6 of Cups for Sag? 2 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. I feel like you're waiting for things to get easier for you. I feel like you're sitting here wondering, like, let's say this was a job where you feel really betrayed at your job. You're like, when is it my turn? Like, I've worked my whole life here, I ain't got shit to show for it, right? If this is love, you know, you've been nothing but kind. You put your heart out there, but you don't have love. You got nothing to show for it. There's this element where you feel like you got nothing to show for it, and you're wanting to know, like, when am I going to get what I want? Like, I'm done dealing with this shit. I'm done feeling this way. I want my manifestation. I want, you know, my love or my job or my friends, whatever it is and however it applies. I feel like you're trying to find the lesson. You're trying to find the reason with the 6 of Cups and the higher power. So then what's the lesson? What's the reason? What's the teaching, Sag? What's the lesson? What's the reason? What did this person's betrayal, granted, manipulation teach, Sag? Your value. Well, there you are. You're the Empress, the 8 of Swords. how to depend on yourself when things don't go your way. That's what it taught you, Sag. So when things don't go to plan here with the Two of Wands in reverse, it didn't go the way you wanted, didn't go the way that you planned it. There's an element where it's kind of like picking yourself back up here, right? It's like that element where you can sit there and cry in the corner, you can feel sorry for yourself, you can pity yourself, and it's okay to have a pity party for one sometimes. You just don't want to get stuck there too long. And so this was teaching you how to pick yourself back up. This was teaching you really how to rely and how to depend on yourself. Sometimes in life, you know, and well, that's what it was teaching you, Sag. What's the Five of Wands in reverse? You're waiting for things to get easier and the universe is telling you it will in divine timing. Oh, that's just the message we wanted today. You're wondering when it's not, like, I feel like you're like, when is it going to stop hurting? When am I going to get where I need to go? When am I going to get what I want? Why is things stuck? Why aren't they happening? And there's the Wheel of Fortune. So with the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Swords, and the High Priestess, what's the Five of Swords? There's something you need to leave behind. What is the Five of Swords? What does Sag need to leave behind to get it? What does Sag need to leave behind? Let's clean it up here. Hold on. Slide on over here. Fool, the Emperor, this person, the way you know, yeah, this person, whatever happened, they really made you feel like shit. This is someone who might have bruised your ego, really offended you. This is a personal betrayal from someone that you trusted, Sag. And what you need to leave behind is the negative connotation and the way that they made you feel. It's time to let it go and move forward. The longer you let this person hold you back, the longer it's going to stop you from getting what you want. So the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles here, and the Knight of Pentacles is looking at the Chariot. I feel like it's you saying, hey man, I've been waiting long enough, I've been doing my thing, I've been hustling, I've been grinding, and then the universe is like, you'll get it in divine timing. But what do you want to say about this Knight of Pentacles Chariot here? What do you want to say about that here? This is the future energy for you, Sag. Oh. Four of Wands is in reverse. The Five of Pentacles is there. The Four of Pentacles. There's a Three of Pentacles. This could revolve around your money. And there's the Knight of Swords. I feel like you're waiting and you're mad and you're frustrated. And it's like, I feel like you feel like you're doing everything, but you're not getting what it is that you want. So then what's the advice here to Sag? Because what I feel in this energy here is the Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot. It's like, when? I'm moving forward, I'm hustling, I'm grinding, I'm depending on myself, I'm doing my thing. When? Like, when? When? So what's the advice then? Like, what's the advice to Sag? What's the advice? Because I don't like the way that the energy is sitting stagnant here. We need to change this energy, Sag. Eight of Wands. Okay. The Knight of Wands. Okay. The advice is to stop going back and forth, and it's kind of like accept. When we're the rock, when we're rigid, when we're resistance, we create suffering. The message here is to stop going back and forth and to accept it. The Eight of Wands is the card of moving in a new direction, moving in a different direction, moving in an uncharted territory. Basically, things didn't go to plan, you're moving in a new path. And the message here is accepting it. Once that element of acceptance is there, that's when the element of luck will appear. So it's acceptance, Sag. You can't change what this person did. I feel it was what is that card? I feel it was a family member or someone that you really, really trusted. They really betrayed you. I'm sorry to say, that's the advice, is once you accept it, that's when things will start to change. I feel like there's an element where there's a resistance to accept, whether it's a resistance to forgive and let go, a resistance to, you know, just whatever that resistance is. The advice is to accept, and so that you can get your serendipity. All right, I'm sorry, that's the energy I got. So what we're going to do now is grab some oracles. We will do a potential outcome. Right now it's around July 26th, July 27th, somewhere around there. So let's go 30 days into the end of August 2026, and let's see where you are, how things are adjusting, how things are going. This is a long time coming. You've been waiting for it. Let's see if it's there, because the serendipity is there. So I feel like it'll just like, boom, appear right at the right time, right? But what does Sag need to surrender to? The beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. And I want to get your spirit animal message. What's the spirit animal message here for Sag? Owl. Woo. Observation. You're being encouraged to look beyond. Sorry to set the camera with my head, guys. You're being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the reality of a situation. You need to hear what's being said despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. So really read between the lines. Let's get your future, your abundant. Let's see which god or goddess is watching over the Sag Collective today. Who wants to talk? Oh, we got a few. Okay, we got a few. Oh, the gods of Egypt are watching over Sag. Selke. Here they are, your magical protection here. It's a hootie. The Akashic Records. Change and healing. They want you to, ooh, the Horus Bark here, your sacred union. They want you, what's with the Akashic Records? The Akashic Records, usually when that card comes out, it means there's forgiveness that needs to take place, but it's not from this life, Sag. They want you to access your Akashic Records and know that whatever you're carrying from the previous life, you got to believe and let it go. It's caught in your consciousness, so it's caught, like I call it like cellular. I don't really know what the word is, or it's like in your cellular memory. There's a blockage here from your previous life. They want you to know and ask for protection, ask for Archangel Michael, ask for Tahuti here, it represents Hermes, so ask for Hermes protection, ask for Archangel Michael to protect you. Clear your karma from a previous life, Sag, that's what it's saying here. So know that you can change your luck, you can change your stars, but there is something from your previous life that you need to ask for forgiveness for. I think it's forgiving yourself. So ask Hermes and ask Archangel Michael for forgiveness to release any past karma. This is all about your union between your feminine and your masculine energy. So I think it might be the feminine, but let me see which energy is off. It is the feminine because the page is a feminine energy. So with the feminine energy, you could be becoming too rigid or controlling with yourself. You might not fully be trusting your intuition or showing yourself enough compassion, but there is a slight imbalance in that feminine energy as well. So it's that energy of really balancing those energies and clearing out any karma from a previous life. You just simply demand that it no longer affects you and it's caught in that consciousness. Forgiveness is key. Okay, Sag, let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, like I said, let's see where you are 30 days from now. Let's see how this is going. If this Knight of Pentacles is speeding up, let's find out how you're doing. All right, we have the 7 of Cups. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, okay, we have the 8 of Wands. Oh, 5 of Swords. All right, see the other side of that 5 of Swords. Whoa. The 10 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. There's this King of Pentacles. I really feel like King of Pentacles is you. With that 4 of Cups. What's the 4 of Cups and the 7 of Cups? Are you looking at your options, or are you wondering where your options are? You're exploring your options. There's the 8 of Pentacles. There's a lot of planning here. Yeah. You are pretty serious about what it is that you want. There's some kind of unexpected opportunity coming here. The Fool and the Tower. You're exploring your options here. You're considering something. So what's been presented to Sag? What didn't go your way? 7 of Swords, what didn't go your way? Stability, foundation. If this is finances, Sag, there's a lot of stability coming with your money. The 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles is being valued, it's being appreciated. It's getting the raise, it's getting the promotion, it's getting the job with this Magician, and you're exploring whether or not, like, to me, there's multiple options here. If this is love, there's multiple options. I feel for the majority it's not love, it's career and finances revolving around your money, some form. You're going to have several options available here in your future. So the 10 of Pentacles is the card you want. I mean, the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. Oh, but that's upside down. Oh, that's upside down. This is not caring what other people are saying or thinking. And this is doing what you want to do. Okay, so what is that? This 8 of Wands is more of communication. What's that? Wait, why? What's the Page of Swords? Why isn't everyone supporting Sag, or what is that? You got to decide and do this for yourself. You got to do what's best for you. They don't. Okay, so there's an element where, yeah, the Page of Swords in reverse is not people. It's being honest with yourself. The Page of Swords can sometimes be a liar. And I feel like they really, and I got this message, I felt it twice. They want you to be honest with yourself about what it is that you want. Be very serious, because you have options and choices here, Sag, and the ball's in your court. And they want you to be extremely honest about what you want. Why are you saying that to Sag? What does that mean? What does that? There's the 7 of Swords. this is going to move fast. Hold on, I think that was the Knight of Swords. Hold on. There's the Four of Wands. Let me just move back my chair here. What direction? The Knight of Swords is in reverse. Because it's going to take a lot of work to get what it is that you want. That's why they want you to be honest about what it is that you want. Whatever's happening here and however it applies, there's going to be a lot of work and a stress. Let's say this is your career, you're being promoted to the CEO, you're going to have a lot of work, you're going to have a lot of burden, you're going to have a lot of people depending on you, so there's going to be a lot of extra stress and burdens, but you're going to enjoy it. That's why. So it's that element of whatever's happening here. Let's say your job is across the world and you got to move, you got to do all this stuff, it's going to be really stressful, there could be a lot on your plate. But if you want to go live in Taiwan or Japan, it's going to be a great opportunity for you. So this opportunity comes with burdens, it comes with stress, it comes with extra responsibility. That's why they want you to be very honest about what it is that you want. Because you have multiple choices, Sag. But again, they come with stress. So what's the advice then here besides like, okay. Be very honest about what you want. That's your advice. I got nothing else to say. Explore your options. The Four of Cups is the card of you have options, you have choices. It's about meditating and silencing your mind so that you can make the best decision for yourself. The Queen of Swords is a master negotiator. She's a strong communicator, a master negotiator, but she's very peaceful in the way that she's doing it. Don't make this decision out of fear or negative connotation. Trust your intuition, trust your heart. Because whatever was eluding you, whatever you didn't go your way, you're going to have multiple options in that aspect of life. Sag, I really feel like it's career. And they want you to make the best choice of what is going to make you the happiest. That's how they want you to look at it. That's the energy that you're in a month. So you're definitely in next a little bit of a serendipitous, the better energy. This is a month out type of energy. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Booyah! Just remember to make sure that you're choosing what it is that you enjoy, because each ones will be burdens and there's going to be stress, and you don't want to be sitting there doing a job, doing something that you absolutely hate, and then you're just going to be miserable, right? So you want to make sure that you enjoy what it is you're doing so that the stress is just something that comes along with it, right? That's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going down. I'm looking at the Eight of Wands. What am I up? There's a Nine of Wands. They're reminding you, yeah. So not to give up, Sag. The Nine of Wands, this is your energy now, and they're reminding you not to give up. The Nine of Wands is I'm 10 feet from the top of Mount Everest, right? And my tarot deck, he's almost at the top of the mountain. People are offering help, but he's going to do it himself because he doesn't trust nobody. So there's an element of knowing you're almost there. Stick through it, Sag, and know that this is going to turn around. The Serendipity card is there. Your luck is changing, baby, and in a month, you're actually in a different overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed with options, but good options. So choose wisely, my friends. Choose wisely. That's what I got. That's what's up, and that's what's going. Oh, they're going to grab the Purpose card. Hold on, I'm not done. Let's get a little Soul card here, and then we'll close your reading off with your yes or no question. What's the Soul card here for Sagittarius? Freedom! Hold on, Sag. You're free to do what you choose. Yes, you are. You definitely have a choice. Artista. No, that's not. It says engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every area of your life. We have a speaker. So your life purpose involves your skills of oration. And we got love and light. Your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love into this world. All right, Sag, that's what's up. That's what I got. That's what's going down. So Sag, I hope you enjoyed your reading. And let's close it off today with your yes or no question, baby. Yes or no? What's the answer for Sagittarius? Yes or no? Oh, we got two. Well, the first one just flipped up. Yeah. A little bit of Usher in the building. Yeah. Now, if you had a second question, if you were asking something else, if you're going back and forth, what was question number 2? Hey, we got double whammy. Yup. All right, Sag. I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.